evaluating functions linear and quadratic or cubic. In this topic, they're going to give you two different equations. One's going to be a linear, and the other's going to be either a quadratic or a cubic function. With that being said, they're also going to list what they are looking for. So in this case, it says find f of 4 and g of 3. Okay, so what that means is that you're going to need to take the number that's in parentheses and replace it with the x with the given function. So in other words, this is f of 4. So we're looking for the function that starts with an f. And of course, this is the one that starts with an f. And we're going to replace the x with a 4. Okay, so we're going to write it like this. Oh, sorry. I wrote x and I meant 4. Here we go. Equals, and again, you're replacing the x with a 4. So we're going to put our negative 3, and we're going to go ahead and do parentheses, so that way we can make sure that we replace everything correctly. So parentheses 4, and of course the x is being squared in this particular function, so we're going to square it. Close parentheses, and then we're going to bring down the negative 2, or minus 2 in this case. And right here, this whole thing you can actually punch into your calculator. Okay. If we're wanting to go ahead and take it step by step, we can. So what we can do is we can do negative 3. And of course, what's in parentheses is 4 squared. And 4 squared is 16. And then we're going to bring down our minus 2. Okay, and of course with order of operations we have negative 3 times 16 minus 2, and of course this, again, you can punch into the whole thing into your calculator, and you would end up getting a negative 50. Of course, I'm going to bring this down for us. So your negative 50, of course, is the answer for the first function. So we're going to do the same thing for the second function. So let me switch colors here. And of course, this is g of 3. So we're replacing the x with 3. So g 3 is equal to, and of course, we're going to bring down our negative 2. And I'm going to put parentheses 3 because that's what it needs to be replaced with. Plus 2. And again, at this point, you can punch this whole thing into your calculator. So negative 2, parentheses 3, plus 2 is going to get you, and I can go ahead and break this down a little bit if you'd like. It's going to get us a negative 4. So in Alex, it's going to have... Make sure you're putting the appropriate answer with the appropriate one. So it's going to have f of 4 equals, and it'll have a box for you to put in the negative 50. And it'll have g of 3, and of course it'll have another box so you can put in the negative 4. But in this particular topic, that is literally what you're doing. You're taking the number and substituting it into the function and finding the answer.